Namaskaram friends. So in this video I am going to talk about telecom sector in India. Okay, what rules regulation are applied on the telecom sector and what is its significance. Department of Telecommunication drafted a telecommunication bill on the basis of which they renew the program and policy for the betterment of this sector and which policies and program made Indian telecom sector second largest telecom market in the whole world, and how government take initiative to allow 100% FDI in the sector, deregulating BPOs and call center and other measures by the government. So importance of telecommunication, and also if this bill proposes these companies which are working in this sector and also people who are using this technology benefited a lot. So it is for the betterment of the company, for the betterment of the people, and government is doing this job. So now we are going to talk about briefly about telecom sector in India, particularly in India. So the telecom sector is India. Key policy intervention and technological advancement. Remember, policy intervention and technological advancement have made India second largest telecom market in the world. So, key policy intervention and technological advancement made India the second largest telecom market in the world. The sector is one of the highest contributor to India GDP. Many sector contributed, so telecom sector is one of the highest contribution to India GDP. In the last few years, government has allowed 100% FDI in the sector, telecom sector, largely deregulate business process outsourcing, that means BPO and call center, enabled in-flight Wi-Fi, allowed deferred payment from the telecom operation due to their strained financial condition. Because a telecom operator faces losses for very few faces losses for few years. So government allowed deferred payment from these operators because they have strained financial condition. So these are the measures by the government. Okay, it's allowed 100% FDI, deregulated BPO and call center, in-flight Wi-Fi as well as deferred payment for telecom operators. So these are the initiatives of our government so that sector, that telecom sector go with go very smoothly and contribute into the India's GDP in future on a large scale. Okay. Next point is now the Department of Telecom. This one is a ministry under telecommunication, I think, Ministry of Information Technology and Telecommunication, under which Department of Telecom came. So now the Department of Telecom has released a draft, not a, you can say bill. It released a draft Indian Telecommunication Bill, Indian Telecommunication 2022, aimed at reforming existing telecom laws and regulation. Department of Telecom releases the draft Indian Telecommunication Bill to reform existing law. What existing law? If there is a lacuna in it, try to reform it, and also regulation which hindered the progress of telecom sector and making them future ready for public comment. So, Department of Telecom drafted the Indian Telecommunication Bill for reforming the current laws and regulation and make it future ready, and also make it future ready for the public comment, because it is a draft. So on draft, public comment are always demanded. Government put a draft into the public domain so that views, ideas of public come reach to the government and government think on it and modify its policy and program, so that because it is for the public. After all, everything government is doing for the public. So if government have taken into consideration the some demand of the people, also there are minister laws, other committees are there to work on it. But if ideas and thoughts of people are also incorporated into it, it is very good act we are made in the future and also help people at large. So I hope you understand what are going on in the Indian telecom sector. So in Indian telecom sector, basically in this picture you can clearly see. Through this picture you can understand Indian telecom sector. These are towers of mobiles, internet, whatever. So Indian telecom sector, its key through key policy intervention and technological enhancement make India second highest telecom market in the world. Okay, and also it is one of the highest contributed in the India GDP. Government also take many initiative. Government allow 100% FDI in the sector, deregulate BPOs and call centers, uh, enabled Wi-Fi, flight enabled. I'm sorry, what is the name of it? In-flight Wi-Fi, in-flight enable in-flight Wi-Fi, as well as deferred payment from the telecom operator because they have strained financial conditions. So these are important points. Just remember on your tips: 100% FDI allow, deregulation of call center and BPOs, in-flight Wi-Fi, and deferred payment. So these are important initiatives for the government. And also Indian Department of Telecom drafted a Indian Telecommunication Bill 2022 so that they can solve the existing laws and regulation, or you can say improve the existing laws and regulation and make it future ready for the public comment. Okay, so now we are going to solve one question based on it. In the last few years, the government has undertaken which of the following reform in the telecom sector in India? So in the last few years, government has taken which of the following reform? And allow 100% FDI in the sector? Yes. Enable in-flight Wi-Fi? Yes. Allow deferred payment from the telecom operator? Yeah, because they have strained financial conditions. So yes. Deregulated BPO call center? Yes. All the four options correct. That means option D is correct. Just check we are on the right path or not. So option D is correct. That means we are on the right path. So I hope you understand the problem going on in the telecom sector and what are the measures taken by the government and Department of Telecom for improving the laws regulation of which are hindering the progress in the growth of telecom sector. So I hope you love it and you enjoy it. So namaskaram. Thank you.